Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mary Clennenden. Good morning, Marie Kaplinger. Good morning, Michelle Koyak. Let's see, make sure I get Joe. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, you ladies are looking lovely as ever. Junkyard, Ron, Bobby, Jean. Let's see who else is here. I believe that's all. Good morning. Did you notice I already said good morning, Jean, Ron, and Marie before you even got here? Wasn't that nice of me? Well, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. Well, thank you, Junkyard. Yeah, nothing like a few pots of coffee. Right. I'm only going to be on till like 8:30, 8:45, and then I got to get out of here because I have stuff I have to get done today. There's a place I have to be around 9 o'clock, a little after. So, well, thank you, Marie. I appreciate it. I try to look spiffy. So, I've been up for basically most of the night. Slept an hour here, hour there. I did get a nap in yesterday because I was completely exhausted. But I got up at, I got out of bed or out of my recliner at 3:30. Come out here. I did all the dinner dishes. I made scratch-made biscuits. I don't know if you seen me or heard. I can't remember if I did a video on it on saving your leftovers. Well, I had sausage gravy that we made 2 months ago. And when it was done, I had it in the refrigerator for about 4 days and nobody finished it. So there was probably, about a half a gallon. It filled up a gallon Ziploc bag, about that thick when laying down. So I froze it. And I've been using that ever since. And I've probably had 10 breakfasts out of it. And today, this morning, I made scratch-made biscuits. And I broke me off a chunk of that sausage gravy, threw it in a bowl, put a little milk in it, put it in the microwave, warmed it up, stirred it up, and I had biscuits and gravy for breakfast this morning. You're old in from the farm at 4:30. Oh. Jenny O'Brien, nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. That's right. So I made biscuits and gravy. That's what I had for breakfast. I made 2 tubes of scratch-made biscuits, and so there's plenty of biscuits for anybody else that wants them. Nobody will have sausage and gravy. Maybe Kathy will, but the rest of the kids will just have, a biscuit with jam on it or something. So I actually had to take a couple of tramadol this morning. It's really hurt. It's raining, so it's really hurting really bad today. So, and that's why I got up and did the dishes, because putting them in hot water, it helps. It relieves some of the pain. So. Grass is kicking. Bama grits. I scratch the label off on Bama grits. That's why I call them scratch-made biscuits. You take your fingernail and you scratch that label off and open up the can. So that's how I call them scratch-made biscuits. You know, for the amount of work it takes to make, I mean, don't get me wrong, homemade biscuits are the bomb. But for the amount of work and everything it takes to make homemade biscuits, you can get almost as good if you choose a good quality tube biscuit. They're not as good. They're probably 60% as good as a good homemade biscuit, but you don't have the big mess. You don't have the time invested and everything else. And if it's just for you and your family or something, and it's not for company or taking it someplace, scratch made biscuits are the way to go. If you're gonna have guests over and stuff like that, then homemade biscuits is. You gotta do what you gotta do. That's right, Bam. And it's nice to have you here, and you're looking lovely as ever. You like them WAP biscuits? Whop them on the counter, open them up. Well, everybody was sleeping here, so I didn't whop them. I scratched them off and I started pushing on it until I got the seal to break. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Michelle. Just two of us, and the leftovers with milk later. Yeah. Hey, my wife used that. I didn't get a chance to video it, but she used that Crofton melon knife. That melon knife that I did a video on. She said, "Man, that thing works great." And I did go back and I asked, and they said, "Nope, we don't have any more. If they're out here on clearance and they're gone, they're gone." So okay. So. But next year when they do bring them back out, I'm gonna pick up 2, 3, or 4 of them just to have them there. That'd be a nice knife to put in your survival gear, man. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's a lot of work to make biscuits, and for the amount of work that goes into making biscuits, don't get me wrong, homemade biscuits are like I said, are the bomb. But the amount of work and then the mess, you got all that flour on the counter to clean up and everything else. And I have yet to see anybody make biscuits that didn't make a giant mess all over the floor and everything else because the flour goes everywhere. So by the time you spend 15, 20 minutes cleaning up, besides the time of doing the biscuits, it's not worth it. Unless you're doing it for guests or for, a family get together, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter or something like that. It's not worth the mess. So. Well, I'm telling you right now, Gina, it rained all night and I have been, the other day it rained cats and dogs and I didn't feel this bad. I think it's the type of, I don't know, the type of rain or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The climate is different today than it was a week ago when it rained, or 2 weeks ago when it rained cats and dogs. And I hurt twice as bad now as I did back then. So. Well, I understand that, Michelle. I understand that completely. You're gonna make him go catch the cheese wagon by himself? Well, that's nice of you, Bobby. You know why, don't you, everybody? Because Bobby keeps trying to get on the bus, and they keep telling Bobby, "No, you can't come to school." Um, I don't know if she wants me to say anything or not, but Bama Grits had a loss in the family. So my condolences to you, Bama Grits. Um, I really am sorry. So, well, you got the drop biscuits. So, if I'm going to make homemade biscuits instead of doing all the wrong, I'll just do the drop ones. It's a lot better. Yeah, Kate is 10. Art of Comedy, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Yeah, I know them. I know. I don't know, but I can't tell you how I can't tell you how I would deal with it either. But like I said, um, always remember the good times and it'll get you through the sad times. So, and I didn't find out till yesterday, and I haven't actually. I get on Facebook, but I don't get on Facebook to do anything. I get on Facebook to look at Marketplace, and I haven't been cruising through Facebook. I haven't even been hitting the messages or anything like that because uh, I've been busy. And the only thing I do is I get on. And when I got on yesterday, the first thing that popped up was that, and I read it, and I felt so bad for not, uh, hearing about it before and giving you my condolences before that. So I know, Michelle, it's not easy, um, especially when it's raining and humidity's up. You know, it's not easy. That's why they say years ago. I don't know if they say it anymore, but if you got arthritis and stuff, they recommend you move to Arizona. Trust me, I'd like to move to Arizona or someplace warmer. Oh yeah. Hmm. Molly Gordon, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Jerry's Wood Shop, how are you doing, man? Nice to have you here. I was going to get into watching what you got, a surprise gift, but I was in there in the bedroom and couldn't get my internet to work on my phone. Um, for some reason, my phone is uploading something, and I don't know what it is because I ain't uploading nothing, but it is uploading something. And it isn't up. It's been uploading for like 15 hours, and it still hasn't got it done. Whatever it is, um, I've even shut the phone off. I took the battery out, and every time I turn it back on, it's still trying to upload something. I don't know. So, but Googler, good morning. How are you doing? And it was eating the Wi-Fi so much that I couldn't even get on my laptop. So I went on the laptop yesterday a few times. Every time I get on, everything would freeze up. So Wants 250 bucks for it. Good morning, the Googler. Well, I still have the old one, the broken one. I still haven't made it over to the other side of town to get the new one that Big Steve sent me a new phone. I haven't made it over there to get a new SD card put in it and get it activated. But it's an LG, but I don't know. I think I had to go into maybe Play Store. Maybe it's trying to upload a app. I don't know. Well, thank you, Michelle. Maybe I'll check that real quick. Because it says, I thought it might be a, I thought it might be a video uploading onto YouTube, but if it was, it would have been showing something, but it's not showing anything on YouTube either. That's a beautiful saying there, Bama. Yeah, it's not. It's not showing me nothing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with it, but yeah, putting them binoculars on. That's right. I'm telling you. They tell me at the eye doctor there's nothing wrong with my eyes. I can read to pass a driver's license test. I won't know because I went and did my driver's license test, and they never asked me to look in the damn thing to check my eyes. So I couldn't believe that either because the person sitting next to her, standing next to me, got his eyes checked. So okay, Mr. Googler, tell me how you do it. You don't feel it. That's funny there, Junkyard. Yes, Michelle. Huh. That's pretty cool there, Bobby. At least it didn't burn up. I don't know if you guys seen the ham roll up video I did, but if you want a new hand mixer, go ahead and try to use cream cheese and see how that works in there. Yeah, I had I had 3 blocks of cheese, cream cheese in a bowl, and I was using my hand mixer, and it still works, but it pretty much bogged her down to the point where it wouldn't work. So it's a cheap one, so I'd like to get me a KitchenAid hand mixer. She's doing good. She's right now still sleeping. She's kind of bloated yesterday. She wasn't feeling so hot, so I told her just, lay down, go to sleep and get some rest. So I worry about her all the time myself. Hey, they are good. And Bama gave me a good recipe on there. So I'm going to make those too. Um, but I am going to make, probably next week, I'm going to make ham and broccoli roll ups. Um, there's 2 different kinds you can make. You make ham and broccoli or turkey and broccoli roll ups, and I'll make those and show you. Okay. Shut off the Wi-Fi. I'll even shut off the data. Okay. Then go to settings and clear cache. And all right, there, Bama. I don't have a clear cache. You have to go and clear every app, don't you? Storage. Okay. Cache data. Okay. 0 on the data already. It's already cleared. You should have a global clear for it. We should have a global clear for it. Okay, I'm shutting it off. I thought that cache was an ATM for a while. Cache. I shut it off. Oh. We need food doctors. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I shut it off now. That's what I will do. Take the battery out and all. So I know damn well it didn't make a connection. Yeah. Okay. The other day at the event in Tecumseh, I had my phone on the table. I'm sitting there. Some guy walks up and he orders a couple of footlongs and stuff, and he reaches down and grabs my phone, go to put it in his pocket. I said, "Hey, that's my phone." He said, "No, that's my phone." I said, "No, that's my phone." He said, "See, the screen's all broke." I said, "I know. My phone, my screen's all broke." So I hit the button and I said, "See, that's my phone." He said, "Oh, sorry about that, man." Next thing he reaches in, "See, I'm not lying. Look at my phone." I started laughing. Yeah, his phone's same as mine, shattered. Well, hopefully it worked. All right. Let's see how it works. So, thank you, Googler. I appreciate it, Nate. Tell your wife I said hi, and I'm pulling for her. We spent about $300 to do that event, and we made about $300. Um, but when we were done, I still had 10 cases of pop, 12 cases of water. I still had 300 hot dogs, another 80 sausages, no, 50 sausages, and I think I got 18 packs of buns left, which is great because I have two more events. I have one on the 25th and one on the 26th. So that means I have to buy some stuff because on the 26th, I'm supposed to have 300 hot dogs. So I'm have to buy some stuff, but not a lot. And this will cover most of both of them. So it's, that's where I'll make my money. So. Oh, no, I made good, don't get me wrong. I made money because the money I make Saturday and the money I make Sunday is going to be, good money. The Sunday event was um, a $600 event, which, so I'm going to make money there. The Saturday event is an auction, and the guy says there's probably going to be 100 people there. If I sell 100 hot dogs, I'll be happy. I probably won't, but I'll be happy. I'm taking footlongs with me. I got 30 footlongs still left. I got the buns for those. I've got, I'll take 2 packs of hot dogs and I'll take a pack of sausages with me. So. Okay. It didn't do that, so let's do this something different. Let's shut it off and redo it again. That's funny, Junkyard. Calvin Helming, good morning. Nice to have you here. Sorry I didn't say that before. You bought a large package of Nathan since they want to boycott him? Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Did you get some Sam Adams while you was there? And you'll be surprised how many stores will stop selling that stuff because it offends somebody. Well, I'm offended if you stop selling it. But, me being offended isn't as bad as you being offended, evidently. That's what I'm going to do there. Recovery mode loading. Okay. Buying Sam Adams. And, hey, I like Nathan's hot dogs. I do. Oh. So, I don't know. Hopefully that worked. So, wipe update. I saw yesterday was a bad one. Oh, well, let me tell you something. There is some problems with having that operation at first. Um, Sometimes you don't have control of things. You know what I mean, Vern? So, but that takes, after a week or two, you start to, it's not that you don't have control all the time. It's just sometimes, things don't go as planned. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to put it nice. Uh, so, okay. Just waste my money on good liquor. There you go. Well, I would, okay. I got it. I keep screwing up. It is worth it. Calling servers for severe thunderstorms. It won't go down there, Googler. Hold on. I'm trying to do it the way you say it. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Or if they have a smartphone smarter than me. Hey, white politician clean. Well, I'll be damned. Oh, they didn't want to do it. I'll figure it out. I appreciate it there, Googler. I like to keep the high price bottles of souvenir. Right. Damn it. Arthritis in my hands is killing me. I'm sorry about this, guys. Are you guys learning something? Because I'm trying to learn. I'm learning that my life wasn't nearly as complicated as it was until I got a cell phone. Yeah, your friends will never know the difference here, junkyard. Well, I'm getting close to getting it done there, Googler. Sorry about that, people, but kind of like having the guy on tech support, you know. Yeah, nipples are nice, especially if they're on a bottle. God dang it. You're right. There's nothing wrong with them, Junkyard. Nothing wrong at all. I'm glad you guys are bearing with me with this. I keep doing the wrong button. See, just got to be smarter than the smartphone. Obviously, I'm not. Yeah, this phone's just about junked out. Have the same problem with people there, Kevin? Can't go up, but you can go down. Okay, it says cache wipe is complete. Oh, hopefully that's right. So. Hopefully it'll give me some storage room because, this thing, I don't understand it. They give you a phone and 99.9% of the storage is already used up by all the stuff they put in it. Good time for that, what she said joke. That's right. That's what she said. Just got to be smarter than what you're working with. Anyways, I did them ham roll-ups yesterday. And I took the onions that I cut the ends off from. and I went out and I planted them in the dirt. By all retrospect or whatever, they should grow. So I didn't video it, but I will video it if they start to come up. So, and if they come up, that's a renewable food, source. I've got little greenhouses, you know. We'll start growing onions in the house all winter long. And I'm going to be making a few commercials, I guess, for Amazon. So, and I don't get paid for it, but I do get the product. So, I'm going to do some commercials for them. It's one's a projector light that's got the Halloween stuff on it, so you can put it on the outside of your house and show, the ghosts or stuff like that. I got that one. I've got to order that today, I think. And then there's a bug zapper and a fan and some other stuff they want me to do. It's all free to me. All I got to do is just, do a review on it. So whether or not you guys watch it, don't matter to me. But, they're willing to give me free stuff. I'll tell them about it. So, and it better be good stuff, because if it ain't, they're going to find out exactly what I think of it. So,
Who's that?
Amazon. Oh. And I did, I emailed them this morning, and I did tell them, hey, I'm really not interested in this kind of stuff, but this is the kind of stuff I am interested in. If you want to send me some of that stuff, or, make that stuff available to do reviews on, I'd be more than happy to do it. So, Band Runners, Eric and Shunda, how you doing? Nice to have you here. Dropping in some love. Well, thank you. Nice to have you here. Let me check your channel out real quick. Gene says, good morning, Kathy. Cigs are in the garage. Coffee and cigs are in the garage. No. I am a subscriber. I don't know how many people you have as on your subscribers list, because you don't have that, but there you go. So if you guys want to check out Band Runners, Eric and Shunda, go ahead and check them out. Show them some channel love. If you want to, you can. If you don't, that's fine. They'll go up and down the chat. If they like what they see, they'll show you some channel love. Mr. Dutchy Dutch, good morning. How are you doing today? Nice to have you here. Kathy Miller, you're looking lovely as ever. Yeah, if you're going to get free stuff, I'm going to do a review on it. It's a video review. It's going to go on YouTube and Amazon. So now Ron starts to talk. Sure. When Kathy comes in, he talks. When he's, that or when Amber's in here. So I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, do a survey. Well, they just wanted you to do what, a 2-minute survey or something. Hey, for $5, it's $5 off something. Yeah, I know you took over. Yeah, they're all here to see you, not to see me. I hope that sump pump's working in the basement. I haven't heard it run, and it's been raining all night, so I don't know. It takes a while for the rain to get down that deep, anyways. It's about 8 feet underground before you get to under the ground before you get to the drain pipes around the house. So that would be right about at the footers. So, Kathy, let's talk about politics, shall we? Yeah. Let's talk about Nathan hot dogs, and I'll be buying some, and Sam Adams beer. So, and Nathan's has buns too, so you can buy their buns, you buy their hot dogs, you buy some Sam Adams, and I ain't for sure, but I think Kingsford is another one that's anti-liberal. So, get you a bag of charcoal and make yourself a cookout. All right, well, man, you're a big channel then, because you're a lot bigger than most of us here. You're probably a lot bigger than all of us combined. So. The Nielsen report, the Nielsen ratings. I used to do the Nielsen ratings too. Barlow boys, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Barlow boy, he's got a good channel. I haven't been there in a while, but he's got a good channel. Pretty good size. I think he's what, 2,500 or 3,000, something like that. Oh, no, he's 8,000, man. You're really growing. Yeah, so 8,169. So you guys got to check out the Barlow boy. He is a good man, good channel. It's got some good content and stuff. Check him out. Show him some channel love, everybody. Oh. Kathy, you would hate me. I'm doing good there, Barrow. Other than the arthritis, I'm doing okay. So, I'm happy to see you here. I really am. It's, what is it, 12:23 in the afternoon there? So. Yeah, I understand that there, Googler. So, it's not because of their political affiliation. It's some of the stupid stuff that they are trying to fight a cause for. Um, if they had their choice, we all would be carrying sticks. Nobody would have a gun, only the government, and see how that works out for everybody. So, it is 7:24 here, so you are Central Standard Time, huh? I'm getting this down to a science. So, in the UK, you're right. You're absolutely right there, Googler. You know, I'm not trying to bring it up daily. I'm just saying. So. Oh, She feels a connection coming on. All right there, Marie. We'll see you in a little bit. You still with us, Bama Grits? Huh? She was here. About, I think 25, 30 minutes ago was the last time I seen anything from her. She was going to go make a pot of coffee. Richard Palmisano, how are you doing, man? Nice to have you here. On your way to work? How's the lovely bride? Tell her she's looking lovely as ever. Well, evidently at work, they're Googler. So, well, I don't know yet. Now I'm turning on the Wi-Fi. So, all right there, Kevin. We'll see you later, man. You have a great one. Thank you for stopping. Rennie is fine. That's good. That's good. You'll mark the time. Yeah, make sure you keep track of that time, Ron. If it wasn't for you, we'd never would have found the last time she made the connection. I vote like George Carlin. Yeah, I think I remember that, but I'll have to check that out. Did you see I made scratch-made biscuits, honey? They are too. I scratched the label off and popped them against the cupboard or counter. Scratch made. Works for me, man. Still sipping your coffee. Okay, there. Huh. Yeah. You know, and they probably do that 10,000 times a day. Googler or junkyard. I got an email yesterday that my Iron Dog 63 stuff will be here within the next couple of days. It shipped out Saturday. So I just got to get an Iron Dog 63 hat made. And they don't sell hats, so I'm going to have to take this design that's on the Iron Dog and see if I can get a printing company to make that for me. So I didn't scratch the pan. So yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to rain all day here. So your ship too? Good. You gonna do a video of it there, Junkyard, when you get it? Do a video of it, and then I'm going to do a video of the Iron Dog stuff when we get it. And when I do that, I'll put my video up, and then you can put your link to your video on my comments so people can go see it through there. There you go. I'm going to have the lovely Miss Kathy model the hoodie, as that's what she wanted.
You asked me.
Would you please model that hoodie for me, honey?
I don't know.
People want to see you.
Please stop.
I'll take a cup and warm up.
We'll get it. Have I been to the garage yet?
No,
Do not mess with me.
yeah. She said, I ain't been to the garage yet. A little bit of milk and sugar, please. There is no cream left. No.
See, no wonder. I have an endless cup right here.
Don't smash my butt cup.
Oh, well.
I was going to get the other one, but man, I tell you what, that's a lot of coffee.
You are a slacker.
I know.
Last night, how long did I stay up cutting all that fruit up?
I know.
Oh, you sat?
I know. They want. I wanted to do a review of you doing that or using that knife. So next melon you get, we're gonna have to do that.
Sure.
But it worked good, didn't it?
Well, not really. Why don't you? Did you want to put your hand there, test it?
Yeah. You want to see? I saw off my whole hand. Yeah.
Oh,
Don't.
hurt bad. Really hurt a little bit. So as what you said to me, don't worry, it's a loving pain.
It's a loving pain. That's right.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. She said, "You want me to cut it? You know, put your hand out there." Yeah, that thing's just like a saw, man. So, Jean says, "Don't mess with it till she goes to the garage."
I'll try telling that. You don't
I know.
listen.
I know. Get your biscuit, warm it up, put some jam on it. Take it
I'm
out
not
there.
worried about food.
Okay.
You're the one that's always worried about food. Have it all.
You didn't know I could be so quiet. Yeah. All right.
Do that.
Bama Grit said you didn't know I could be so quiet.
I said I didn't want it back. I just put Bama.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. They're Google. A lot of people don't make any backup plans for the computers because they don't think they're ever going to go down. So. You know, I back my stuff up to the cloud or whatever, but I don't even know where that's at. I don't even know how to get to it. So, all my stuff can be going to. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Russia. I don't know. Could be. Good coffee. That's right. Good coffee this morning. Anyways, I'm gonna be here till 8:30. I have someplace I gotta be. I am. Well, how can I put it? I'm a counselor for liberals, so I go in and counsel them because because of the tragedy that they're suffering. So I go in there and, I listen to their problems, and then I laugh at them, and then I go home. The whole town shut down. I don't know. Did you guys get, what was it, about 10 years ago, I guess it was, or whatever that was. It just happened. It was last week or so. It was the anniversary of it when the blackout hit. We didn't have no power for 2 days. And so, first thing I did is I went and got some ice. I bought ice from a gas station, paid them cash for it, and I put all the stuff that I could in coolers. I left the freezer shut, and I actually taped around the seal so it couldn't get any air coming out or whatever, any coldness whatsoever, because I didn't know how long it was going to be, and when we finally got to power 2 days later, I peeled all the tape off. I thought, I'm waiting to open the door and there's going to be water all over the place and, all this other stuff. Opened it up and it was still froze solid. So that's the thing to do. Even though you got a good seal on it, take some good quality tape. I took paper towels and I folded them up and put them between the frame of the freezer and the door to make it insulated, and then I taped it down, and you'd be surprised how long that'll keep your food. So. All right. You have a great one there, Richard. Nice of you to drop by. So. You're right. So, if you guys could afford it, and I wish I could afford it, but if I could, I'd find me a 1960s to early 70s car. You could even go in the 80s and just switch out the electronic ignition and put in a regular distributor. But you don't want anything with a computer. And if you had a solar flare, you're not going to drive nowhere with a computerized car. Anything from the 1980s or late 70s on up with electronic ignition won't start. It'll burn it up. So that's right. You can't fix stupid. You're right, Bama. But I just sit there and listen to their problems for a few minutes and then I laugh at them. So, no, I'm just kidding. I do have some place to be though. If I was a grief counselor for the liberals, I wouldn't be able to hold a straight face. Trump was president and Hillary lost. I would just about lose it. I'd be on the floor rolling right about then. So, but well, yeah, but you can't if your power goes down. There's a city in just 18 miles north of here called Clinton. They have their own electrical generators and everything too. They supply the power for their own town, but they have Consumer Power, Detroit Edison, or whatever as a backup, and they use them a lot. But if the power grid goes down, if you have a solar flare, that electrical ain't gonna do you no good because it's not gonna work. So anything that's computerized is not gonna work. Or electronic. Don't have to be computerized, electronic. Unless it's sitting in a Faraday cage. That's right, you got no Plymouth Belvedere too. Don't have to worry about that thing now, do you there, Timmy? Because them things are nice, man. No electronic ignition. Points. Just keep a spare set of points, a condenser, and a rotor cap with you. That's all you need, just in case. It shouldn't affect it, but if it does, you can always replace it. And those metal filing little boxes or money boxes that you can get, metal ones? You can put that stuff in there along with a couple of walkie-talkies. Because cell phones ain't going to work. The walkie-talkies will. You put them in that. And what I would do is I'd put them in a Ziploc bag or in bubble wrap or whatever and keep that in there. And, along with some parts, if you had an old vehicle that condenser, rotor, and the points. Keep that in one of them little Faro boxes or little metal money box. And that'll keep the electronics safe, or that'll keep your stuff safe. Right, the tube type, yeah, instead of solid state, that's great. A lot of people couldn't do it though, Tim. A lot of people would die. I wouldn't have that big of a problem with it because I've got enough stuff here. We live basically 150 yards away from 40,000 or 50,000 gallons of water. I think it's probably more than that, maybe. It's probably well over 100,000 gallons of water. And if the power grid went off, the first thing I would do is bring in buckets and start running water, because I'm going to get water before anybody. So. And I've got a ton of canning jars, canning lids, and seals. If we had to, I could can everything out in the freezer. So. Or should I say freezers? And they say you can't do it, but I've seen plenty of videos that you can. I've got so many, if the power went out today and wasn't coming back, I got so many hot dogs out there that I'd be canning hot dogs. We'd be living on hot dogs for months, but hot dogs and sausages. So. Yeah, unless it's a propane stove or a natural gas stove, it ain't gonna work. Even well, it won't even work if it's got electronic valves on it. If the valves are controlled electronically or push button or whatever, it won't work then. But if you got manual knobs and then you got to hit a clicker, to get a spark, you can still light it yourself. And we got a flat top. You guys see it all the time when I do a video out there, and or glass top. When that one finally takes a dump, we are going to get a natural gas stove and oven. So. Right. Got a 1920s cook stove. That's pretty cool. There was a guy up in Jackson that had a nice cook stove. He had it for $100, but it was all in pieces, and it needed to be reassembled. And I thought for a long time, that'd be cool, and but I wasn't able to assemble it. That's when I was in the wheel, or in the chair, and using a wheelchair and a walker to get around with. But if I had to, I'd get a wood burner, knock out a window, put a piece of tin in there, and run the piping out through the window and right on up. So. Yeah, cooking better for you. You're right there. Yeah. When you lose a freezer full of stuff, I had that happen. What was it, Kath? About 3 years ago or something like that. 5 years ago. Um, had my youngest son take some stuff out to the freezer, and um, back then we never hardly went out in the garage. And I walked out to the garage, and I looked, and there's a puddle of water on the floor. What the heck's going on here? I go over there, and he put some stuff in the freezer, and it got caught in the door, and it didn't shut all the way, and everything had defrosted. We lost everything in there. Oh, what aren't you willing to do?
Not yet, but that night,
Oh,
that's a frozen term.
yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, she don't want to do time. Did you sneak the barbecue into the collection safely? No. I haven't been anywhere to do any collecting, so thinking about going to thrift stores today just to look around. I'm looking for one of them choppers. I'm too damn cheap to buy a brand new one for $12. If I can find one for $2 or $3, the last one I bought was $2 and it lasted me 5 years. If I can find another one for $2 or $3 to last me 5 years, I'm money ahead. If it don't last me if it only lasts me 6 months, I'm only out $2 or $3. I'd rather be out $2 or $3 in 6 months than buy one for 12 and watch it only last 6 months. So that's right there, Jim. There we go. So, just sneak high in just sneak it as well. Yeah. Huh. Not safe putting them in the house without supervision. You're right. Hey, that don't mean you have to be a prepper to do that. You're just thinking of ahead, thinking ahead. So we got boxes of, food downstairs. I've got survival food, the 25-year food stuff down there. And I didn't pay a lot of these companies. Um, they will send you a free sample, and that's what a lot of this stuff is. I did buy some of it, and they sent me the same stuff twice in a row. I contacted them and said, "Hey, for the kind of money I'm spending here, I don't want oatmeal every time you send me something, and I don't want there's something else, and cheap stuff." I said, "I don't want that. I can buy that stuff, and I can put it in Mylar bags and do it myself, and it'll be good for 25 years. I want the other stuff, the beef stroganoff, the goulash or whatever, spaghetti, the steak, the beef tender, whatever, beef tips or whatever you got." And so they sent me back. They said, "Go ahead and keep that stuff," and they sent us, I don't know, two more packages of stuff. So But it was a good deal. So that's right. So I don't get in trouble. But I do when I do buy stuff, I make sure I get a good deal on it. So there you go. You can call it a service video. Yeah, Ron. Thanks, Ron. He's shopping. Good morning, Kevin. Nice to have you here. Yeah. Kevin did a video yesterday. I seen that solar bench. I'm waiting for mine. Are you going to bring me a solar bench? Probably not. So, let's see. I should actually. You guys need solar. Contact this place right here. They are. Are you guys open now, or is it next Monday or this Monday? Oh, you got to go to work in the morning. I thought you were working seconds. Hey, I wouldn't doubt it. These people say, "Oh, let's buy shipping containers and then bury them in the ground." Don't buy a shipping container. Not for that purpose. You can buy one to keep your stuff, you know, and keep it locked up and put an alarm on it and stuff like that. But if you're going underground for survival, you can put a shipping container underground if you want, but make sure you reinforce the walls. But I wouldn't do any living in it. You can use it for storage. But if you're gonna put a container under the ground, you can contact these roll-off companies that make garbage roll-offs, and they make compactor boxes, and you can get them anywhere between 15 feet long and 48 feet long. And these things have got extra ribs on them. They're quarter-inch steel, um, and they're called compactor boxes, and they're made for one reason only. They're made to pack stuff in. And by packing stuff, I mean packing 5,000 pounds per square inch. So the walls will hold being pushed on, not like a shipping container. And for an extra, I don't know, $1,500, $2,000, you can get something like that you don't have to worry about, and you'll be able to put that. And you don't even order it with a packing blade or anything. You just order the box and a door, the regular door that comes with it, and you know, and they'll deliver them. And most of the time, they deliver them. You have them delivered right to your place. You put it in a hole. You fix the door so you have the door so you can get in it. Make it a regular door, and there you go. No, there ain't no shipping containers in the future. Oh, you gotta go to work at the store. Okay. Hey, that's cool. You don't pay attention to me no more. His next root, yeah, root cellar. Yeah. Good morning, Big Steve. How are you doing today? Uh, I got about halfway through your thank you, and my internet quit. After sitting there for 20 minutes to watch your 2 minute video, and I'd watch 10 seconds at a time, and it'd take 5 minutes for it to, do another 10 seconds. I give up on it. Hopefully today I'll be able to watch it. Her computer wasn't working, and she's right next to the modem, and it said we had internet, and you couldn't get nothing to work. And just upset me so bad, upset her. She was mad. So little Steve has arrived. Hi, Kathy. You're right. And 'cause I was a garbage man for years, I can tell you how strong them roll-off compactor boxes are, man. We used to hit them with dozers and everything else to move them around, and they don't dent, they don't rip apart, they don't fall apart. They are tough. And we had some that were out there for 25 years being used every day. So you have to do some modifications to it when you get them, but it's not that expensive because you're not wanting the push out blade, you're not wanting the hydraulic cylinder. That hydraulic cylinder is $5,000, so you're not wanting any of that. And you tell them right off, they don't have to put the channel in for the guides, so that's extra they don't have to put in. So basically all you want is a reinforced steel box, and you could probably get it for around 4,000, 4,500 bucks. But we're talking something that's quarter-inch steel, heavy duty, and something that you are not going to die in. That's right. Down to 500,000 or 500 million. That's the way they want it. 500 million. It's going to be 1 million people that are rich, and the 499 million are going to be slaves if that's what they want to do. Tammy Sprinkle, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Lady 007, nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Hell Kitten, how are you doing? Nice to have you here too. You're looking lovely as ever. And I bet you guys can say, you say that to all the girls. Well, yes, I do. Alexander Smith, good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, run your car into a compactor box and see who comes out worse. It's going to be the car, I can guarantee you. So, you may dent that compactor box, but you won't split it open. So, Daddy's Life, how are you doing? Nice to have you here, man. How's mommy? You guys don't know who Daddy's Life is? He's got a good channel. I think he's around 600 or 700 channel followers, I believe. Mommy is his wife, and he's got Daddy's Life and Mommy's Life. So check out both their channels. Hey, Googler, Nate, you're looking lovely as ever. So is your wife. Tell her I said hi. Are you feeling better now, Nate? You got 880. Good. You're growing, man. You are growing. You're right there, Alexander. Gary L., good morning. Nice to have you here. That was to you there, Ron, from Kevin. You're welcome, Googler. But I'm not gonna. Oh. I did put out a video yesterday about the benefit we did Saturday. There's another one I got. It's Chinese lanterns. I emailed it to my email address from my phone, and now I'm trying to figure out how to get it from my email so I can put it on YouTube. And it won't let me for some reason. It won't let me share it to YouTube. It won't let me put it on Movie Maker because it says Movie Maker doesn't support that. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to get it there because I think they were pretty when they were going up. There's some music to it too. So, you know, in the dark sky and all them little Chinese lanterns floating up in the air. It was really cool. Mind going to turn the cam maybe. Well, thanks, Ron. I know how you feel about me now. What the heck? Something in my hair. Oh. Oh, my hat. What the heck is that? It's kind of coarse, but I didn't think it was a hair. It's thread. So. There's no cure for me, Ron. There isn't. I just survive on all the love I can get from my wife.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. That's what keeps me going. Oh, I gotta put the hat on. I believe they do, yeah. He can answer that, but I believe they still do for this year, I think. I need to put them down. You know, Ron, if you do take the road trip with me, you know, you're going to have to drive part of the way because I'm going to need a nappy halfway through the day. Get a bucket pass in case you get sick. I see how y'all like me. If I wanted this kind of abuse, I'd just stay off the YouTube and just go sit next to her.
You're a liar.
No.
You're a liar.
What?
You wouldn't stay off
Uh,
YouTube.
I said if I wanted that kind of abuse, I'd get off YouTube and sit next to you.
Huh?
Yeah.
I've got plenty of for you.
You got plenty of abuse for me.
You deserve everything you get.
Nah, it won't take 24 hours to get down there. Like maybe 16 hours, maybe.
To get down there?
To Alabama, yeah.
No. Kurt went down there.
Yeah.
Kurt told me full crap.
It takes 10 hours to get to 9 and a half hours, 9 hours to get to Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Oh, bull crap.
It's 650.
It took us eight and a half hours.
It's 650 miles to Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Oh, bull crap. Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, I can feel it coming.
Yeah. You get knocked off your chair.
Here we go.
You're such a liar. What are you driving? The lawnmower?
No.
Well, take your time. Huh.
523 miles to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. 8 hours and 31 minutes.
Now, what did I say? Not no 9.5.
Well, it does take us 9.5 because we have to stop every.
Oh, you're gonna get it. Oh.
So.
Look, people, this is the moron that lives here. Look.
So, you know what's going to happen, don't you? Iron Dog's going to get whooped right on live TV. So.
Now they really are going to feel sorry for me because they see what I'm putting up with.
Ron says 650 miles at 75 to 80. We got this. Hey, well, it's 531 to Gatlinburg from my house.
Well,
Or from
now you've
Adrian.
got somebody driving, I guess, 45 miles an hour.
I know.
Acting like you're sightseeing on Sunday.
I know. I don't know. She says I drive 45 mile an hour, but the speedometer half the time says 65, 70, 80 mile an hour. So.
Oh, whatever. Sort of like you saying it takes all that time to get an hour to get to Cocky's in Monroe.
It's 45 minutes. I've been to Monroe more times than you've ever been.
Oh, I'm gonna slap you off your chair.
I used to go 3 times a day, 5 days a week. So I know. No. Yeah. I'll shut the camera off and just hear the sound. Wham. Hell, Kitten says, should I start selling tickets now, dog? Huh? It might be too late. You should have started selling them yesterday.
I can feel that.
After you stop and pee twice and gas up, it'll take 9.5 hours. That's what Daddy's life says.
Well, yeah. And what'd you say before? How many hours? I'm not taking no road trip with you. Too long.
I said 9 hours,
No, you didn't.
9 to 10 hours to just get to Gatlinburg. It's 12 hours. It's 16 hours to get to the bottom part of Alabama.
Oh my God.
Okay. Here we go.
$16 one way.
Lady all of a sudden says, I pee on the side of the road and don't mess around. You know, all that's happened quite a few times back in our younger days. Okay, 14 hours and 57 minutes to Gulf Shores, Alabama. So I don't know. He's Alabama bushcrafter said he lives at the bottom part of the state. So that's 979 miles. She walked out, but I'll have to show her that. And by the time you stop and get gas, you get something to eat, it's going to take 16 hours to get there. That's something there, Ron, yeah. Ranch Jam, good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, I know Daddy's life, just agree with her. I know. I realized that a long time ago, but I'm just not smart enough to understand that they're Alexander. So. Yeah, 75 mile an hour. but you still have to stop, get something. You're going to have to get something to eat. You're still going to have to get gas. You know, by the time you do all that stuff, and there's no way you can keep up 75 miles an hour as a constant base. Right here, just before you walk out, right here, it's 979 miles down to the Gulf Shores. He lives down by the Gulf Coast. So very bottom of Alabama. It's 14 hours and 57 minutes just to go there. That doesn't include gas, stopping to get something to eat, and traffic. So it's 16 hours.
Enough on you. You don't need to eat.
It is 16 hours.
You don't need to eat.
I'm sorry, Keith, for doubting you.
No, it will not happen.
I didn't think it would happen.
No. And you don't need to eat.
Well, you even got to get gas. We're going to have to fill up at least twice. And I got poor Ron's going to be with me. He's going to need to eat.
He didn't say for sure he was right with it. And if he did, you won't be seeing him back on the channel no more.
No. I'm not taking a truck. We're taking a Ford Edge. Unless we're taking your truck. So if we're going to take your truck, I'll buy the gas. It don't matter. But I just take our Ford Edge because he said it's not a very big trailer. You know, it's only a single axle. So go down and pick it up. I just got to find out what kind of ball it takes. I got a 1 7/8. It probably takes a 2. So I can't, Bama. I just can't force myself to say that. Wolverine. Every time I go to say Wolverine, it comes out Wolverine. I don't know. Pack a lunch. Poor Ron. I'll take the car and go get the oil change and everything before we go and make sure everything's honky-dory. I don't know how long it'll take Ron to get there. So Ron probably drives slower than I do. No, after about an hour or two in the car with me, he'll probably say, "You know, Iron Dog, I really do feel sorry for you." Grab a dog or two. There you go. All right, just wrap them up with some aluminum foil and throw them on the intake, and you can cook them on the way out there. So, or we could wrap them up in aluminum foil and I can pressure cook them. You hungry, Ron? Here. There you go. Oh. You like that, did you, lady? 007 pressure cook them? So how are you feeling after your surgery there, 007 or lady? How are you feeling after your surgery there? I know you was talking about having a surgery, but you didn't want to say what it was about. So Third eye. That's funny. Tossing out your third eye clogger. That's funny. Yeah, how's that? How does that work for drive-throughs? That straw ban. How does that work? Don't aren't they supposed to have to wash them? I'll have to watch that video there. All right, there, Rance Games. You have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. Oh, San Francisco hasn't passed the straw law yet. Okay. Well, what city was it that they? Was it San Diego? Roll Tide. Oh, 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 oh. And about choked on them words. Wolverine. Alabama Bushcrafter. Good morning. Nice to see you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Get a spare tire for the trailer. I'm not digging out the edge. Yeah. Shouldn't need to be dug out. So I'm doing good there, Alabama. I'm doing good. Other than the weather playing hell on my arthritis, I'm doing okay. Actually, it's a nice little car there. I don't like it because I don't like it, but she loves it. It's a nice car. So, and it's not a little car. It's I can fit in it perfect, and there's plenty of room for me with my knees and everything. There's lots of room in that car. Well, Googler, years ago when you was in school, when we was in school, that's all we got was paper straws with our milk in the morning and stuff. So. Ours is a 2011. It's got 129,000 miles on it. All right, there, Lady 007. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping. And there is a spare tire in the car. So. You can't take her edge. She ain't moving. She's changing the locks before I get home. Well, thank you, Lady 007. I appreciate it. I really do. And you're awesome for being here, too. So. Yeah, we got paper straws. There's 2 or 3 layers of them, and they're rolled up, and they're like, the tube biscuits, how you look at a tube biscuit, the tube that it is in, or, paper towels used to have, it looked like it was spiral cut. That's what these things look like. And they were actually wrapped upon around a wire or whatever and glued. And then that's what made the, we're coming down to see you. You told me to come down and get that trailer. So I figured we'd come down and get it in after Labor Day, the weekend after Labor Day, if you still want to get rid of it. You have to climb through the window to get in. Make a killing here. There you go. Straws for sale. 10 cents. 10 cents. Yes, you did. So, so I figured, I asked, I was going to see if my brother wanted to go, but he's probably not going to be able to go. So I asked Ron if Ron wanted to come down, so you can meet both of us. So. I don't know what RMFTR is, but oh, roll tide. Oh, I think that's what it means. Roll tide. Yep, good old Ronald. So.
To go to school.
Yeah, she's gonna have to stay home because there's gonna be grandkids. She's got to get to school, take to school, or not take to school. We get them off to school. So, and the son's got to go to work. So,
No break for me.
no breaks for her.
Well, it is a break because I get rid of you.
It is a break because she gets rid of me. Hey! At least she seen me.
Try that. Try it.
Yeah, I figured that's what it meant there, Alabama. I was trying. No, wait a minute. Then I seen that. Yeah, I knew what that meant then. And do my laundry. There you go, Googler. Yeah. So. Can't. I tell you what. One of these days I'll do a video on it, not on paper straw, but I can show you that you can kill somebody with a regular straw. So. It's time for popcorn because you ain't never seen a beating like this. That's right, Gene. So, people don't realize it, but a plastic straw in the right hands is a very deadly weapon. So. Yeah, that's right. Gene's cracking you up. So. And by the way, everybody, check out Gene Chambers' channel. He's been doing a camper videos. He's been working his little heart out on this camper, getting it beautified. He's replacing a bunch of stuff. In fact, he's probably replacing all the walls, one wall at a time, or most of the wall. So take a look at his camper. I haven't been there since number 8, so I got to watch what he's done since number 8 on up. So, but give Gene some view time. If you ain't subscribed to Gene, show Gene some channel love. No, I'll show it to you on a potato. A potato is tougher than human skin. So I'll show you on a potato what a straw can do. Stick the end of it in an M240 and yeah, pull the trigger. Yeah. So, by the way, everybody, I'm getting off here at 8:45, so that's another 18 minutes. Give me a second, and I will demonstrate that straw for you.
And then we go back and show them what that was done. Right? That sounds like the offer. Before you leave, you have one more of us. So you go out, how do you put the other bag out? Put the bag. So.
She got me. Okay. Potato. Straw. See? Now, if it'll go through a potato, and I didn't do it that hard, just think what it would do to a human being. See? Now grab that potato, honey, and make me some hash browns.
You go right ahead. Does it make you feel good to talk like that on there?
Did I say that out loud, or was I just
It's
thinking
not
that?
gonna make you feel good when you get off.
I know, I'm kidding. I know. So,
Figure out what you had said, anything.
and I did not hit it that hard. The reason why is because I know how fast it'll go through a potato, and I did that once and actually got into my hand. That's why when I did it, I held it to the side. So just remember, in the right hands, that is a deadly weapon. So, and this is one that's flexible too. I'm cruising. Gene says you're cruising for a bruising and aching for a break. That's right, Gene. I don't think he wants you in his state there, Big Steve. Google says she can make us all some hash browns. Trying to drink potato juice. But you guys see it. You see, I didn't hit it that hard. And the potato is hard. It's harder than your skin and your muscle. It'll go into you. Trust me. That was one of the very first things when I was in basic training, when they were teaching self-defense and stuff, uh, pins, straws, you name it, all different, anything that you could use as a weapon. If you got glasses, you break off the ear or the earpiece, that's a hell of a weapon. You may not think so, but it is. If you got wireframe glasses, you can use those to pick handcuffs. That's funny, Alabama. So, but that could actually save your life someday. That straw, if heaven forbid you're at home and somebody's attacking you, and you're in the kitchen, you grab a, and the only thing you got is a straw. Just do what I did, cup the end of it and stab them with it. I'm telling you, it'll go in. So, your favorite weapon is an M249. When did they come out? The M249s. 1986. See, when I was in, they didn't have them. I got out in 83. So, or no, 82. The end of 82. So, they didn't have the M249. I love the M16, man. I really did. I love the M16. Oh. The 249 or the M16? That's what you carry. You probably carried the 249. Now the craziest one gun I ever shot, weapon I ever shot, was a 1-gauge shotgun. The shells were about the size of a pop can, and you could get them in slugs or buckshot. And what they used them for was clearing brush. You'd walk up to a heavily vegetated area, and you just started blowing away the brush, and it would clean it all out. And what it was for, it was to make sure nobody was hiding behind the bushes or whatever, in the foliage, so you couldn't see them. And it had 2 barrels, a pair of asbestos gloves, and an asbestos sack to carry the hot barrel in when you were done. And what you do is you'd fire this thing until it got hot, twist off the barrel, put on a cold one, put that barrel in the sack, let it cool down, and start going again. So, and that was pretty cool. And that thing would kick like a horse, man. But it would clear an area. If you were 25, 30 feet away from the bushes and you hit it, by the time it sprayed out, you would clear, I don't know, 40, 50 foot area, 30 feet deep. It would just annihilate everything in that area. So. Now the slugs was something else. Them things, that damn near knock a car over. So. Well, I don't know, man. College football starts here in the next couple of weeks. So, or the 25th is the first game, actually. I'd rather watch college football than baseball. I do watch baseball every once in a while, but I don't watch the NFL. So, yeah. One-legged butt kicking contest. I've seen some guys that only have one leg that can actually jump up in the air and do all sorts of stuff, and come back down, land on that one leg. And it's amazing what they can do. So, and as far as the one-legged ass kicking contest or butt kicking contest, I'm sure people can do it with one leg. You're actually game on trying it. Hey, do a video on it. Take a couple of pillows and tie them to a chair, and then jump up and down and see if you can, and video it and see if you can, kick them. If you can, make it, or put, put a couple of pillows in a pair of pants and then tie it to a chair, so it looks like you're actually kicking somebody in the butt, and do it that way. Yeah, there's highlight reels and stuff like that. You asked the missus. I am a college football junkie. I watch college football on Saturday from noon until 11 o'clock, until the last game's off, and I'll do that every Saturday. I love college football, and I make sure to watch Michigan. And I'm a Michigan fan, and I also root for Michigan State because I root for any team for Michigan. I root for Central Michigan. That's good. They did that last week, and he never come out of it, Alabama. Is that what happened? A lot of times, it's sad, but a lot of times people go in for surgeries, and I'm not saying that's what happened here, but a lot of times, people go in for surgeries. It's either that, or something's going to happen, and it's either one way or the other. So. And a lot of times they don't make it because it's either you have it or you don't have it. Either way, you might not be here. So me too, Alabama. Me too. What was it, Kath? 2.5 years ago, in October or something, I cut my leg real bad. I had a piece of steel drop on my leg, and no, it'll be 2 years this October. I had it done. A piece of round stock about this long, probably about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch steel, round stock, fell off a shelf and hit me on the leg. And when it did, it sliced me down the leg about that long. I still have the scar. They couldn't sew it because my skin is so thin on my legs, it wouldn't take a stitch. So they ended up just flapping it back over and then gauzing me up. And I had to go to wound care for, I don't know, 14, 16, 18 weeks. Every Monday I had to go there. Then I went to every other Monday. After, I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks, and it went to every other Monday. And then just so they could look at it. And when the first time I went there, They said, well, this is no good. We have to cut all this stuff off. And when they did, you guys don't realize what hurts until they start cutting off stuff that's still living. They tried numbing it and it didn't work. And, and I was wide awake for it. So they started cutting off that skin and muscle and, pieces of, thick skin and stuff. And finally they got it to where, they had the area cleaned up enough to where it would work for them. Right? The skin or whatever. And,
That was 6 months of hell.
yeah, it was 6 months of hell, every day. Yeah, she had to clean it for me, because I couldn't do it. And it was bad. But I actually thought I was going to lose my leg because I have a lot of problems with my lower extremities past my kneecaps on down. And I don't have very good blood flow. But I did that day because I bled like a stuck hog. So
Now the problem was that she was also on.
I was on Coumadin too at the time. And that was another thing. When they come, I had to call. She was gone in Toledo, and I had to call.
First time I got to go.
Yeah, the first time she got to go anywhere when that happened. But I had to call an ambulance to take me to the hospital because I was bleeding so bad I thought I was going to bleed to death before they got there. And it looked like a murder scene out there. The sidewalk was covered with blood. The driveway was covered with blood. The garage was covered. The hover round was covered.
But it wasn't just blood, it was like blood.
Yeah, it was all clotted up, where it come out and just laid there. It was bad.
You couldn't even just take a hose. You had to
Yeah,
literally.
You couldn't just hose it off. You had to scrub it with a big broom, so to get it out. Yeah. But it was bad, and I'm glad I got my legs. I definitely am glad, and thanks to my wife. So she helped me, and I owe my life to my wife because if it wouldn't have been for her, I'd probably have been dead by now. So, and she knows that I appreciate every bit of it that she's done for me. Yes, you do. I appreciate what you do for me. Come here. Let me show you. Come here. Yeah. So. That's right there, Alex. You're just as normal as everybody else, man.
I took care of your grandma and she
Yeah.
had all in one leg.
My grandma, she had one of her legs removed from underneath the knee because of diabetes, and that's what I thought was going to end up happening to me. So, but it didn't, and I'm not a diabetic no more.
My sister's girlfriend has
Yeah. my
all the way to the hips.
my sister's girlfriend doesn't have any legs whatsoever. She had to have them both removed because she had vein problems. It
All the
wasn't.
way to the hips.
Yep, all the way to the hips. But I'm not a diabetic no more. My A1C the other day was 4.7. So I am doing great. All right, everybody. It's 8:44. I have to get out of here, so I'm going to say my goodbyes. She said goodbye. So. Type it all out here for you. All right, everybody. Goodbye. Everybody, God bless, prayers and peace. Hashtag I am somebody. I appreciate y'all for being here. I really do. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. I love the comments. I love the laughter. I know you guys are just joking about me. I think.
I am not.
She isn't. I know,
I'm
but
very serious.
she says she's very serious. But I do enjoy spending my day with some of you, or whatnot, excuse me. I enjoy spending some of my day with all of you. Let me put it that way. And it is fun. So if you guys don't mind, come on back tomorrow. I'll be here at 6:30 in the morning. Do the old closing line. Goodbye, everybody. Prayers and peace. Y'all have a great day. God bless, and we'll see you later. Thank you for coming.